All right, ladies. We're going to start off with how many of you ladies opened your store and sold some product this week? So raise your hands. Woo woo. Oh, look at that. We get some new people. Okay. Now, Cynthia or Mary, you might have to help. No, Cynthia, maybe help me with all the people because I'm on my phone today and I don't see everybody. Okay. So,
Oh,
how many of you sold at least $100? Raise your hand. We've got Kim, I think, and I can't see the rest. So,
Laura and Dorothy.
okay, let's go ahead and we're going to start with Kim and we're going to have them say how much you sold. Okay. So, Kim, how much did you sell this week?
It was about 250.
Way to go, Kim. Way to go. And how did you sell it? What did you do? Was it?
Some were returning. Some I had called to let them know that the catalog was coming out and about the lipsticks, the glosses. People seem to like that. So it was mostly those types of things.
Way to go. Way to go.
Yeah.
So, just goes to show that when you have a lookbook and you follow up, that's like one of the easiest ways to do it. And follow up, follow up, follow up. Okay, and so Cynthia, help me. Who are the others? Laura and
Laura and Dorothy.
okay, so let's go with Laura next. Let me see if I can pull my screen up. So Laura, can you let us know how much you sold this week and how you did it?
I want to say it was like 120. It wasn't much, but I did a facial.
Way to go, girl. I tell you what, it's those new people that come in when you do a facial. That is just we always want to bring people back, so following up with our existing customers, but bringing in that new people, the new people is really really important. Okay, so thank you so much. And then we've got Dorothy. Dorothy.
Dorothy.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me? I can't get my camera to work. I did 775.
Way to go, Dorothy. I tell you what, you are so consistent every single week doing
Hey,
over 700 to 800. Can you tell us? So you're the queen of sales this week. So can you tell us how did you get to this to the 700 or 785, whatever it was?
well, a variety of things. And the one thing I would say is, the more customers that you build, the more customers you have to call on for reorders and that kind of thing. But I try to do a minimum of five contacts a day
Wow.
just by phone or text or email or whatever, however they communicate with existing customers. And I've been really going through calling people that haven't ordered in quite a while or texting or whatever format. And I even did a chat GBT to say, how can I say to a customer, you haven't ordered in quite a while, do you still want to be on my mailing list kind of thing? Because you want to know if they're not interested, you want to stop spending the money sending them stuff and keep, because then you get a false sense of security that you've got all these people on your PCP and they're not really ordering. So I pulled up a little thing and I'm using that and I'm trying that. But and then I had a facial and just so you guys know, I am consistent, but I also have my disappointments. I had a facial where she only bought just the travel size on the go time wise repair, and that was it. But I think she might order in the future. And then I do a weekly market where I get leads there, so I call people from that. And so a lot of, just reorders on the go. I'm in a networking group as well. So I got a couple Valentine's gifts sold that way. So
I love it. Tell us more about the market thing, the weekly market, because I think that's the key, Dorothy. So you have customers who you do constant customer care. You reach out to previous customers. This is what I'm hearing. You have two lead generation things going on that help bring you new people, and that's how you help keep the consistency. But tell us a little bit about this market.
okay, the market that I go to is, I'm in Arizona, and there's a lot of senior living areas here. I'm not in one, even though I'm a senior, but um, and so it's in a senior living area, but it's on a corner in a parking lot in a church. So when the tents go up, everybody's that drives by sees us. So it's not just from signs. So it's open to the public. And so I've been doing it for like 5 years. So I just set up a display and a little sign that says sign up, for your pampering session. And then I put a little highlights of what it's called. And then I have a raffle giveaway. And then I just chat with people that come by and I get lots of leads. Well, now I also have lots of customers. So they come by and talk to me, and then they go, "Well, I'll call you with my order," and that, or they go on my website or however they want to order, and then I run around making deliveries 1 day a week to people. So um, that's how I do that one. And people know I'm there every week, so it's pretty consistent. So they start to trust that they know if they're gonna order from you that you're gonna be around. And it's I find too people, especially seniors, they want to know that you live close to them. Even
Yeah.
though we all know you don't really need to be close to people. You can ship, you can deliver, whatever,
They
method you
want
want to use.
they
But
want
they want to, so I live about 10 minutes away from where this market is. And for some reason, they really like that. And a lot of my seniors don't want to drive around and get lost. So, I deliver to them and they just love it. So,
that's the
um,
key is they want to have it right away. I did
yeah.
a Bible study party. I wasn't doing a party. I actually pampered some women at a Bible study for Valentine's Day, and they were so excited to get their product right away. So there's one reason why you want to have products. So way to go, Dorothy, and way to have, do great customer care and have two different ways of lead generation because that's the key to keeping your business going. All right, ladies, so we're going to move on to bookings. Bookings are the lifeline of your business. How many of you, and I'm going to have, again, I'm on my phone, so I'm going to have Cynthia kind of help me out with keeping track of hands. How many of you have appointments on your books or had appointments on your books last week? Okay, I see Tracy. I don't see any
Um,
other. Do
I
you see
know
it?
Sandy. I know Sandy does, but
Well,
her hands.
let's go ahead and then let's have
Oh, and Dorothy.
okay, so let's do a count up real quick. How many have at least 3 bookings on your books? Raise your hand.
Woo!
Do you see the hand, Cynthia?
Sandy has 3.
Okay, Tracy has 3, or at least 3.
2. She has 2.
2. Okay, so Sandy has 3, and then Dorothy has 2. So wait.
2.
So Sandy, you win. Booking queen. Woo woo. Okay. How many of you shared the opportunity with somebody last week? Somebody raise your hand.
TK.
TK,
T-
way to go, TK. Who did you share with and what were the results? And
oh,
Sandy did also one.
Sandy did too.
Thanks, Sandy, for letting me know. I'm looking at it on my phone.
The results were that they weren't interested right now, but they want to stay a customer. But it was one of my customers, and I told them a little bit about what was going on, how they could save 30 to 50% if they wanted to do that. Um,
I
we
just want to
talked a little bit
congratulate
about it,
I
huh?
want to congratulate you, TK, for talking about your business. I see Tracy did as well. Sandy did as well. I just want to congratulate you, ladies, because basically everybody that you're in front of, you definitely want to ask. Just say like Mary, it's a gift. Let them make the decision whether they want the gift or not. So be sure to be talking about your business. It's one of those wheels that keep our business going. So booking, sales, sharing, and coaching, right? Okay, we're going to go ahead and move on. We're going to add in one more thing of recognition that I'm going to tell you at the end. I hope Mary saw it and can put it on. We'll do that at the end. How many of you are either a star or are on target to become star? Raise your hand. I see Tracy. I see Dorothy.
Dorothy.
I don't see any
TK.
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 I don't see any other
Deb.
hands.
Deb.
I know Kim is on target. I don't see her right now. But anyway, so ladies, we have plenty of time to finish STAR. We have till March 15th, and I would be working all angles. Right now in February, people Mary Robeson, there's still time for everyone. Yes. Right now, people are looking for something to get them out of the winter funk. So be sure to be that light, okay? Dorothy is already an emerald. Way to go, Dorothy. Okay, and then this is what we're going to start recognizing. We have another event coming up Tuesday, March 10th. We've got all the different times. I can't remember all of them. I think it's 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central, 6:30 Cynthia's time, and 5:30 whatever the other time is. I can't remember all the time. Thank you. But I remember the times. I just can't remember the.
That was good. That was the first time. That was
Right.
good.
Cynthia, I finally got it because I had to make the picture. So I don't know if Mary can share the screen and put the picture up, but I'm going to start recognizing every week when you invite people to this event because we want to have this be a well attended event. It's going to be called Everything Green. All right. I called it Spring Fling and Everything Green because we're going to be talking about a lot of different things. But it's coming up March 10th, and I'm going to be posting on all of our pages. And every week we're going to recognize who starts asking people to the event. Okay, and we're going to probably have some sort of a challenge on the most guests. Mary, can you share it on our screen?
She
I
put
don't
it
have
in
it on my.
Boss Babes.
I don't have it in my laptop. So
Oh, gotcha.
I can't just easily screen share. It will be in
I
my
gotcha.
laptop later. Yep.
Okay. So she shared it on Boss Babes, but it's a cute little picture invite. So we're going to start recognizing that. Okay, and I'm going to turn it over to I think Mary and Cynthia because we're going to recognize what everyone has to celebrate, what they did that makes them want to celebrate or crow this week. Okay.
Before we hang on, before we do the crow, Anna, we could technically do the reco today for this week. Who invited somebody this past week to the event that we just had? Doesn't mean they attended, but it's the number of invites.
I know Deb did.
Tracy did, looks like.
And I think Sandy did. Dorothy did. Kim did.
Laura
did. Woo! So if each of us, our goal is to have 5 people on. So we have to ask 20. But just think if every one of us had one person on, that would be 26 people.
Wow.
Counting us, if we all had one, that would be amazing. So
Right.
it's going to be really fun. And the invite is in our Boss Babes. I saw Mary put it in there. And then we'll put it in every week. So Dorothy had one guest and she placed an order. I had one guest and she didn't place an order yet, but her and her mom are looking at the book. So anyways, you never know. And that person never RSVP'd. It was just for my Facebook page.
And I tell you what, Cynthia usually does it, and she's getting people on when she invites them like half an hour before. So don't stop inviting because you're like, oh, it's the day and I haven't asked anyone yet. Believe it or not, I think there was one event where I had 4 people on, and I had just asked them, so I wasn't able to attend this last one. But anyway, we're gonna plug this, and we're gonna plug you when you start inviting because this is gonna be the best, most attended event ever, and everyone's gonna make money, and they're gonna have maybe some recruits. So I think that should be part of the Everything Green, that we really talk about the opportunity and what it can do for their lives. Okay,
yes.
So now can I turn it over? I forgot, ladies.
To me.
To Cynthia. She's going to help us celebrate whatever it is that you want to crow about this week. So go ahead, Cynthia.
Yes. So what were you proud of that you did in your business this week? We want to hear from you guys. Okay, TK. Yes.
Yes. I've been working with a friend and convinced her that Mary Kay mascara is the best. And she went ahead and ordered a year's worth, which was the 3 plus 1 free. And then I asked her about anything else. She said face primer. And I said, you qualify for 2 double deals out of my personal stock. and she took 2 additional sunblocks. So it came to $105. And that's the first one that I've had that big in a while.
Yay, TK.
Yay. So proud of you. And Laura's clapping. Oh, let's see. All right. Tracy and Liz. Tracy and then Liz.
Okay, hi. So I'm in Florida right now, but I was I was home
Life
all
is
week.
rough.
I know. Yeah. But I go to this Queen of Hearts every week, and it's for Paws Palace for a dog rescue, and I'm on the board for that. But I really have started talking about my business to people there, and it's the same people kind of every week or whatever. And I got 2 orders on Thursday, so I was excited about that.
Woo-hoo. Way to go.
That's so exciting. I love it. I love it.
They're golfing
Oh,
behind me, and the guy just made a hole in one, I think, or
oh,
something. Yeah, sorry.
How
But
appropriate.
so just talk about your business, is what I'm trying to say to everybody.
yeah.
Mm.
Way
And
to
she
go,
just
Tracy.
crowed for the guy who made a hole in one. Thank you very much. Good job. Okay, Liz.
So, I had a sale this week. It was only like mascara, so like $19, but it's still a sale. But
Good.
she's one of my newest customers, and she really likes the CC cream. But I guess over last weekend she went to the store to try to buy some mascara that she's been using forever, and it was so, she said when she opened it, it was like so clumpy and stuff. So then she went to another store and bought it, and it was so clumpy. She was like, oh my goodness, like, wait, I have Liz at work. I was off Monday because of the Super Bowl, but like when Tuesday when she came in and she's like, Liz, I need some mascara. She's like, do you have any on hand? I was like, oh, I do have one on hand. She's like, try, because I bought 2 of them and they were really clumpy and stuff. And so the next day I brought it to work, and she loves it. So yay.
Way to go, Liz. You should ask her if she wants to do a facial.
Oh, she has done a facial. I'm
Okay.
working. I'm she wants the time wise, but she's debating on it, and I even told her I would give her a deal on it, but it's in her back of her head, so, and I always remind her, so I'm working on it.
Oh,
Good. Great. And then Dorothy.
Um, I had kind of a fun, I have a customer that I really, really like, and she orders from me regularly. So she tried the satin lips last week, and she sent me a thank you and a little testimonial about how much she loved it. And so I asked her, can I put that on my customer Facebook page? And she said, absolutely, so I'm going to do that, because sometimes that, third party testimonials better than you just saying it. So,
Oh, definitely.
Can Dorothy, is she on Facebook also?
yes.
You might ask her, in addition, post it in your group, but you might ask her to make a post about that and tag you, because that will give you leads, anybody who's reacting and commenting to it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Congratulations, guys.
yes. Congratulate anybody else?
I got some.
Deb.
Yeah. Well, I had a really good week despite not having my sales yet. um, Mary put something on there a few weeks ago with Joy, I think her first name was. And she was talking about the skin analyzer and inviting people to do that. So I actually went ahead and pasted and copied. So I had a script right in front of me. And I took 50 women out of my VIP group and I sent them all an invitation. I heard back from 15, I think 15 women. And I had them do the skin analyzer. I said, send it to me. And then I'm going to go ahead and look it over. And then we're going to get together on a phone call and go over it. So I printed out their skin analyzer recommendations. And I called them back. Well, had 2 of them I had 4 of them that were turned in, and I've done 2 calls so far. And or was it 3? I think I've had 3 calls so far. Yeah. And I've got 2 orders, one for a repair set that's coming, and one for the TimeWise Miracle set, and the other one's doing 2 eyeliners. So you never know what you're going to get, and I'm just waiting for those orders to come in because they're just waiting for their paychecks.
Way to go, Deb.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one. Awesome. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and do that. So, and Kelsey says, "Way to go, Deb! Woohoo! Woo."
Thanks.
Anybody? Did I miss anybody? She's like, Kelsey's like, I'm gonna do this. Chelsea, I have
Kelsey.
Kelsey and yeah,
And
Kelsey.
Kelsey.
The nice thing about that too is it segues them into becoming a hostess or becoming a team member too at the end. So
Yeah.
yeah, go through it. It's a good winner.
Oh, good. Oh, good. So, and Mary Robeson, Deb, can you tag Cynthia and I in the post you're talking about so it'll pop up at the top for us? I'm gonna do that, Deb. I think it's in Voxer, right? So you can copy and paste it, Deb, I think, or copy it and send it to me.
Actually, I think, Deb, the easiest way is if you go in and you just forward it back to the group, it pops to the top. I'm pretty sure it's in our Facebook groups too, but popping it to the top, we can go in and copy paste it into our Facebook groups if it's not.
Okay. All right. Anybody else? Did I miss anybody? So, Kelsey is Mary's, Chelsea is Cynthia. Yeah, I know. Oh man. So, uh, thank you. And Laura, you raised your hand momentarily.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, because I mean, it's a small win, but my job is insane. And I haven't done much, but like I'm proud that I'm working anyway. Like even though I'm super busy and crazy and kids and all the things.
Yes. Woohoo. All right. That is something to be very proud of. So anything is something to be proud of. You got kids, you got a job. That's awesome. So, and I know I don't know if Sandy can come off mute, but she had a win.
I had well, not just a win. I just wanted to remind everybody to speak about the products we use and the products that we that doesn't get talked about a lot is the emollient night cream. I have a little sample tube in my purse, and a lady took it home because she has kids that she's adopted, and they came to her pretty rashed. The next day, she ordered 2, and somebody else at church said, "What do you use it for?" And she told her, she goes, "Well, get me 2, 4 right off the bat." So just keep your mouth open about every product that we have, and not just not just special ones, not just featured ones, but other ones that we use for other normal things.
Oh yeah, the After Sun gel.
No. Oh, okay, sorry. I'm talking about the emollient night cream.
Right. Yeah, the extra emollient night cream you can use for a lot, and the After Sun gel you can use for a lot of things. And I think Kelsey, during the party on Tuesday, I think you posted all the things you can use it for. But whoever posted that, I would love for you to post it in our Voxer group too. So, because that was awesome. All the things you can use it for. So, thanks for sharing, you guys. So, let's go ahead and get your notes out, and we'll turn it over to Mary for the for our training. And then if everyone goes off camera, it helps the video.
All-American City, Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I'm super excited, just thrilled to be a part of the 2026 Boss Babe program. I'm excited tonight to talk to you about this is your time. Step into your yes. Let me say it again. This is your time. Step into your yes. You guys, there are moments in life when something just clicks. You don't always get a big sign or a big loud announcement. Sometimes it's quiet. Sometimes it's just a feeling, a nudge that says, now. If you're here listening to this, leaning in, feeling something stir, this might be one of those moments for you. Because this is what I know to be true. Nothing changes until a decision is made. Not a wish, not a hope, but a decision. I remember when I made one of the biggest yes decisions of my life and my Mary Kay business and career. I remember the moment I decided to say yes to my business and to take my business seriously. Like, not when I signed the beauty agreement, but once I got in, once I got my starter kit, and once, you start looking around and okay, I made a decision to take my business seriously, to work the business like a business. And let me be honest, I didn't have it all figured out. Okay. I didn't suddenly feel confident and I didn't feel fearless. Like, I'm doing this, but I made a decision. I said, I'm not just going to talk about it. I'm going to be about it. I gave myself permission to work my business like a business. And guess what happened? Like, seriously, you all, when I started treating my business like a business started showing up. Like, it was like I actually had a business. I had sales, I had customers. Like, it was so exciting. Y'all, that one decision, it changed everything. Now, let me tell you what that looked like in real life, because this part, it matters. I was extremely shy. Although I grew up in the military, did 20 years active duty service, I worked around 95% males. I did not wear makeup, okay? I did not have any knowledge about the beauty industry. I was extremely shy. Like, me and you together, that was too many people. Like, it was anxiety. Like, it was just too much. Okay. I'm talking about going up to new people was paralyzing. Starting conversations, I mean, I was full of so much anxiety, you guys. But these are things that stretched me. I didn't have a lot of family support because, again, I was in the military, and sometimes you get stationed out in no man's land. And so you're not close to your family. And so I did not have family support. You guys, there were moments that felt uncomfortable and unfamiliar. But one thing that I was coachable. And I'm proud to say that I was coachable because I learned that everything here is a skill set that we can learn. I listened, I learned, and I followed direction. And because I said yes to being coachable, something beautiful happened. I met new people. I built a customer base, like with real skincare clients and reorders coming in. And I built a team. And it wasn't overnight. It wasn't perfect, but it was consistently. I was doing the activity consistently. And that's when, I made another yes. I said yes to moving up the career path. I began to take that serious about moving up, serious about becoming a red jacket. At that time, you guys, I didn't even realize that it was my time. I didn't have someone here pouring into me like, it is your time. Go, go, go. Like people falling out of the airplanes and the parachutes, like, go, 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 right? I didn't have that. But not realizing that it was my time, I just knew I didn't want to sit on potential anymore. Looking back now, I'm so grateful I moved when I did, because in that season, I grew. My confidence grew. My leadership grew, and my business grew. I mean, like so much so. Have you ever thought about having a quantum leap? That's what happened. And then I'll tell you, there was another moment that I said yes, right? Not quite sure if it was my time, but I'm grateful that I said yes, because in hindsight, I know now that it was absolutely my time. My sales director said, I'm looking for 5 more directors this year. And I was like, whoa, let me tell you, I had no idea what being a director actually entailed. I didn't know I didn't have all the details. I didn't know all the moving pieces to what the process looked like. None of that. I didn't have a full picture. I just knew one thing. I knew that I wanted to help, and I knew that I had more in me. And without fully understanding the assignment, you guys, I said yes. I stepped into a yes, right? It was shaky because I wanted to do it, but I had, anxiety and, the what ifs. But I'm so grateful that I stepped into that yes. That decision, it was clearly blind faith. Because I made that decision first, everything else began to align. You guys, after saying yes to something that I didn't have all the information about, people started showing up. Customers started showing up. Team members started showing up. Sales supported my growth. It helped to sharpen my skills. And my leadership, it stretched and it strengthened me. I didn't become ready because before the decision, I became ready because of the decision. And that's what I want you to hear today. You don't need to know every step. My goodness, I did not know every step. Some days I did not know what it looked like from day to day. I did not know what it looked like from hour to hour, minute to minute. I did not have all the answers. And there were certainly a lot of times when I did not feel 100% confident. Like, you know how people say, I got this. You got it. I didn't feel like I had it. Okay. I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm going to drop the ball. But the one thing that I did, I made a decision and I stood on that decision. I stepped into that yes. You guys, momentum, it doesn't come before movement. Okay? It comes after movement. So I had to say yes. I had to get the ball rolling. The yes is the big push of the ball, and then the ball gets rolling. And I began to do the activity that it took for me to get to where I wanted to be. I did become one of those 5 sales directors, and the rest was history. When I look back at that decision, it wasn't about pressure. And I didn't feel pressure. It was about permission. And I'm grateful that I gave myself permission to move forward. I gave myself permission to step into this season and not to teeter-totter on the line. Should I go? 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 Okay, we're getting ready to double dutch, but I haven't jumped in yet, right? I gave myself permission to stop waiting. I gave myself permission to trust the decision that God placed in my heart. I gave myself permission to step into my yes. And I know that you're here today and you want to do that too. Give yourself permission to do whatever is in your heart with this business. You know, before we log off, before you move on to your next, I want you to pause for just a moment because there's a version of you, the one who said yes, the one who started this journey, the one who believed there was more. And y'all, she's still here. She is. She's waiting. She's waiting on you to trust her again. Will you trust her? You don't need to become someone new. You don't need to be louder, bolder, or different. You just need to honor the decision, the yes you've already made. This isn't about doing everything at once. It's about doing the next right thing on purpose, intentional. Years from now, you won't even seriously remember the fear. Like you won't remember the anxiety. You won't remember the awkward moments. You won't even remember the yeses and the nos, the no-shows. You know what you'll remember? You'll remember the moment that you chose yourself, the moment that you stepped into your yes. So if something in you is stirring right now, if your heart is saying, this could be my time, listen, say yes again. Move your feet, move your feet, and let the rest unfold. Because this, my friends, this is your time. And so I challenge you to make a decision within the next 24 hours. Make a decision. Write it down and send it to your leader. Send it to an accountability partner. And then I want you to do something in the next 24 hours that moves you closer to that goal. We're going to step into our yes this year. This is your time. And we are going, I promise you, at the end, we'll have a celebration like no other because you said yes. You are the one that stepped into your yes, and you are the one that will be shining in the spotlight. This is your time, my friends.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh, Mary. Oh,
That was a really good one. Yes. Oh
that
my
was,
gosh.
she became ready because
Who
of her
wants to
decision.
who wants to share what they like their um big thing or some notes they took or all right, TK, we'll start with you.
Okay. Give yourself permission.
Yes.
That was the big one. Give yourself permission, and then for accountability, send it to your director and
Yes.
she'll help you. But give yourself permission is the big part.
Laura said the girl who said yes is still here and waiting on you. Wow. Yes. And TK, back to giving yourself permission. Did you guys notice how polished that she is? Like she's gorgeous. Could you imagine that she was 20 years active military, wore no makeup, and that groups of even 20 people would paralyze her? Now she talks to thousands upon thousands. So,
Dorothy said, decide on what you want and the activity will follow.
yes. And she chose to work her business like a business. I do love in our Mary Kay businesses that there are times, and I believe that it was Peggy who said it last week, where, you know, we spend our time building our business. So when we can't work, our business can continue to give us an income and work for us. I personally was in a super serious accident way back in 2007, but I spent the better part of a year learning how to walk again. And I didn't grow my business during that time as far as actively doing appointments, but I had consistent income for me and my children because of the work I had done previously. So your future self will thank you, thank your current self for doing that work. Momentum comes after movement. You are so right, Deb. Anybody else? Takeaways or an aha moment for yourself?
Oh, Liz.
You're on mute, Liz.
Oh, she said, TK said in 2007 was before social media.
Yes. Yeah, I think I had a MySpace. but but we didn't use social media for our businesses back then. No, it was just, yep, yes. Okay, Liz.
So I liked it when she said that she didn't know all the steps, but she knew that she was ready to do it and she would figure it out the steps when they came.
And she was coachable and teachable. She was ready to do it. So she went to her upline, her director, and said, okay, help me out.
Yes.
And it's scary. We've been, I don't think Anna's on anymore, but Anna, Cynthia, and I have been in in these shoes. And sometimes we still are, where it's scary. And I remember when my director would tell me to do something, I was like, that is so far from comfortable for me. And that doesn't sound like me. And this was before chat. So I couldn't say, hey, chat, make this sound more like me. I had to just use her words that didn't make sense or figure out and stumble through finding the words that sounded more like me, but still shared what she was sharing.
And if I heard it right, her director challenged that she wanted to have 5 directors underneath her. Yeah. And she didn't know what she was doing. She had no clue, but because her director needed that, she made the decision to do it anyways and became one of those 5 directors. And you're right, Mary. For someone that didn't know anything about makeup, she's like she's like spot on. Beautiful woman. Absolutely gorgeous.
And I don't know how many of you guys can relate to her, but I can relate. I mean, I learned skincare as a teenager and I like to play with makeup and think I knew how to do it. When I did modeling different stuff, I thought I knew what I was doing. But in all reality, I'm a farm girl, so talking to some of those people that would look like her would be very intimidating for me. But getting me out of the picture and what can I gift her? We have such amazing products that could you two thoughts here. For one, you just never know. Like Lori Hogg was using like a $2,000 eye cream before she tried Mary Kay eye cream, and she's like, this is better. So it saves her a lot of money. Okay. And you just never know. Think of Gloria Mayfield Banks. She looked polished and on top of everything, and she was in a domestic violence situation. You have no clue what they need in their heart, whether they need money, whether they need girlfriends. She worked with all men. So you just never know.
I remember when I was younger, I had horrible acne, really bad. And the only thing I could do was use CoverGirl to cover her up. And I'd put a lot of it on just to make myself look normal. And then I found out how to wash my face.
I was 25 and in a Mary Kay training. I had been a Mary Kay consultant for like 3 years. And I heard a training that says if you have oily skin, use moisturizer. And I was like, I've been using Mary Kay since I was 13 years old when I was breaking out to everything. And we found Mary Kay, and my mom bought me the whole collection, but I was not going to use the whole collection. Such oily skin, that means you skip the moisturizer. I don't need that. Okay. So it's something that I make sure to share with everybody now because I'm like, trust me, oily skin, it's cool that it's keeping the wrinkles away, but it's not so cool that it's like that cover girl. It would just slide off my face then.
Oh, that's awesome. I think Liz had something else. Did
Oh,
you have something else?
I was just saying thumbs up and Deb was, because I had a lot of acne and I did not wear makeup. I didn't start wearing makeup until like 2 years ago. So and I wasn't a tomboy. My mom, she's all about the makeup and everything and have to do your hair every day. And I'm like, no, I'm good. But start doing the Mary Kay thing and you ladies, and it's just like, it makes you feel so much better for yourself, So I was just saying thumbs up with Deb.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you don't like the makeup, it's the skincare that's the most important. I mean, if we've got a cake mix and frosting and we just threw that cake that powder in the pan and threw it in the oven without properly taking care of it, it ain't going to turn out right. So when we pour the frosting on, it's not going to look right. Our makeup cosmetics is just that frosting on the outside of the cake. And so we need to take care of our skin.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. So true.
That kind of reminds me of the movie I watched last night. We had a group movie night and watched Loretta Lynn's story.
Oh.
And her boyfriend, or not even boyfriend at the time, a guy who was interested in her, was Bo. He auctioned one of her pies and he bought it for himself. He says, "Oh, it really looks good." And he took a bite and he says, "How much salt did you put in this?" She says, "You don't put salt in." Oh my God, I thought salt was the sugar. So it didn't come out right.
No.
Killed the poor man.
My goodness, Laura.
That is so. I don't know where this is going to fit in, but my precious youngest daughter, when she was learning to cook, it was her turn one night, and she was making steak. And we like to take flour, seasoning, you roll the steak in it, and do a quick fry. And she put a ton of cinnamon in. She's like, "Well, I thought y'all put cinnamon in the powder, in the flour when you did it." She didn't have to cook for a very long time. It was no thanks. But something could look like one thing and like the sugar and the salt give you two totally very different results, which is where our education and training come in. And if you don't know something, friends, not only can you ask anybody else, but Mary Kay in Touch gives us all of that information. And you can learn all kinds of things. Speaking of product knowledge, this is off the topic, but not really. We have something over here called alpha gal syndrome or something where you can end up not being able to eat meats and different things when you get tick bites from certain ticks, right? Okay, so Lando and I both got bit. We both have this I have a much lower number than he does. So he can't really handle steaks and things right now. And so I ordered this tincture for him. And then I was researching it. Well, it's made from two things, the alcohol that, makes it mixable and resveratrol. So what did I do? I jumped on Mary Kay in Touch, went to our ingredients, the product knowledge, go to ingredients, looked up resveratrol. They have it listed twice. Once is all caps, once isn't. I don't know the difference. I didn't worry about it. But I took note of all the different stuff in there. And when Lando woke up the next morning, I said, I could be wrong, but I think I know why I don't have as bad of a reaction, because I'm putting this on my body and the targeted action toning lotion. So I'm like, I'm doing this twice a day, and I'm slathering thick layers on. So you just never know. But Mary, I mean, all that to say, the product central is amazing. You guys, you can find out so much from it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come on. Who else share? Laura did the biocellulose mask before our meeting.
Yeah.
Doesn't it make you feel amazing?
Yeah. And I was going to share too, like, I might come across as a girly girl, but I am not a girly girl. Like, the last seminar I went to, it was before I had my daughter, my youngest. I think that was the last one I went to. And all my team members were like, hey, I'm in a dress, mind you, but I'm pregnant. And they had to be like, Laura, close your legs. I was sitting there like man spreading at seminar because my dad's in construction. My mom worked at a grocery store forever. Like, I was not raised to be a girly girl. And I love Mary Kay because, first of all, the oil-free eye makeup remover is like the best ever. But I love people. Like, I love people. People think I'm weird for that, but I love people. And then the artistry of makeup is so fun. And just to make people feel beautiful, it's the best.
Mm-hmm. And you could remind them, I tell them all the time, it's not a tattoo. If you don't like it, we can take it off. The oil-free eye makeup remover, amazing to take it off.
Amen.
Oh, anybody else? So I would say go out and make somebody's day. And like TK said, pamper yourself, give your skin a gift of extra care today. So I think that's right. And make somebody smile. So I was at the grocery store and this girl working there looked so incredibly sad. I was like, hey, good morning. How are you? And she just like lit up like, oh my gosh, nobody said anything to me today. So you never know. Dan was like, she looked angry. I was like, all I did was say happy. I mean, it wasn't today, it was the other day. I said, good morning. How are you? Have a great day. And she like, woo, totally changed. So, hi. So have a great Valentine's Day and celebrate and give yourself, like TK said, give your skin a gift of extra care and love today. So
Yeah.
we'll see you girls next week.
I love her little headband with the hearts. That's adorable.
Thank you.
You're most
Oh,
welcome.
All right. Have a good weekend and a good week.
Happy
Bye,
See you next
everybody.
week.
Valentine's Day. Bye.
Bye.